We're going to go into Fort Knox to make sure the gold is there.
What secrets lie behind the impenetrable walls of Fort Knox? It's home to half of America's gold reserves, worth an estimated $425 billion today. But only a handful of people have ever set foot inside. Now, Elon Musk is calling for an unprecedented audit, sparking public debates, political reactions, and wild theories. What secrets lie behind the impenetrable walls of Fort Knox, one of the most secure and mysterious places in the world? It's said to house nearly half of America's gold. But do you know what is even more surprising? Only one of the United States presidents has gone in for presidential inspection 81 years ago. But here's the question no one dares to ask. Are we even sure there's any gold left inside? Now, Elon Musk is challenging everything, demanding an unprecedented audit of this legendary vault. But why? What could he know that we don't? And what would happen if the vaults were cracked open and found empty? Stay tuned, because what we're about to reveal will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Nestled amidst the rolling hills of Kentucky lies one of America's most enigmatic and secure facilities, the United States Bullion Depository, commonly known as Fort Knox. Beyond its fortified walls and stringent security measures, Fort Knox has been a symbol of national wealth, secrecy, and intrigue. Recently, it has re-entered public discourse, not just for its storied past, but due to calls for transparency from influential figures, including the president himself.
We're going to go into Fort Knox to make sure the gold is there.
Are they going to?
You know that we're going to go into Fort Knox.
The origins of Fort Knox trace back to the tumultuous times of the Great Depression. In 1933, President Franklin D. Roosevelt implemented policies to stabilize the economy, including the Gold Reserve Act, which required citizens to surrender gold to the U.S. Treasury. This influx necessitated a secure storage solution, leading to the construction of the depository in 1936 on a military reservation in Kentucky. Its location, far from coastal threats and adjacent to a military base, was strategically chosen to deter potential attacks. The facility was completed at a cost of $560,000, a significant investment at the time, which is equivalent to $12 million now. Fort Knox's primary purpose has been to safeguard the nation's gold reserves. At its peak in 1941, the depository held approximately 649.6 million ounces of gold. Today it houses around 147.3 million ounces, accounting for over half of the U.S. Treasury's stored gold. Beyond bullion, the vault has protected invaluable historical documents during times of crisis. During World War II, for instance, the original copies of the U.S. Constitution, Declaration of Independence, and even the Magna Carta were secured within its walls to shield them from potential threats. The mystique of Fort Knox is amplified by its stringent security and limited access. The first significant visit took place in 1943, during the height of World War II. President Franklin D. Roosevelt, concerned for the security of important documents like the U.S. Constitution and Declaration of Independence, made a secret trip to Fort Knox to inspect the vaults. His visit was one of the few ever confirmed. Before we dive deeper into the secrets of Fort Knox and Elon Musk's call for transparency, take a moment to subscribe to the channel. We're bringing you more deep dives into history's biggest mysteries and modern-day controversies. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat. Who knows, maybe we'll be the first to break the news if Fort Knox's vaults are ever opened again. Decades passed without any further publicized visits. But in 1974, as public interest in Fort Knox's gold reserves grew, a group of journalists, members of Congress, and Kentucky Governor Julian Carroll were granted a one-time tour of the vaults. They saw gold bars stacked high, but their access was heavily restricted.
Congressman Crane, you suggested all this. Why?
Well, I did because there were rampant rumors and members of Congress were receiving a great deal of mail based on the charge that significant portions of our gold reserves at Fort Knox were gone. So I had suggested to Secretary of the Treasury Simon that I thought this would be a good way, I think, to dispel those rumors.
After that visit, the vault was sealed shut to the public once again. In fact, no U.S. president since Roosevelt has reportedly been inside Fort Knox. 43 years later, in 2017, Then Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin visited Fort Knox, sparking public curiosity. After his visit, Mnuchin famously tweeted, "Glad gold is safe." But for many, his vague statement only deepened the mystery. Did he truly see the gold? Someone went ahead to claim that it was fake news. Another one even asked him to provide pictures of the gold as evidence that they existed. In recent times, tech entrepreneur Elon Musk has ignited discussions about the transparency of the nation's gold reserves. Utilizing his platform, Musk questioned the last comprehensive audit of Fort Knox's holdings, suggesting that a live video walkthrough could provide public assurance. His remarks have resonated with various public figures, including Senator Rand Paul, who has long advocated for greater oversight and has expressed support for Musk's proposal. Fort Knox stands as more than just a repository of wealth. It embodies national security, heritage, and the enduring allure of secrecy. As debates about transparency and public trust continue, the depository remains a potent symbol of America's complex relationship with its treasures, both material and historical. We will keep you updated immediately we get any new insights regarding the fortress. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into the world's most fascinating mysteries and what is trending. We meet again on the next video. Bye for now.